Well, guys, I'm back one more time. You know who I am. I'm your gracious host, drummer, 1980, hailing from Columbia, South Carolina. My motto is I don't make believe, I make believers. I hope you're having a good day today. And if that's not the case, ask yourself why. Because after all, happiness is an inside job. Did you hear me? I said happiness is an inside job, and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, we back today again. Fat Joe is back on the radar. Corey Holcomb and Kraigfacts cook this dude. And this is what we've been saying the whole time. But y'all thought that it was just only on the internet. But Fat Joe has resigned. And I'm going to play some clips for y'all. He has resigned from being the host of the BET Awards, which nobody watching anyway. Because we all know they've been compromised anyway, guys. But let's get to the clips, guys. Let's go.
Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican. Don't want to hear Guyanese. They don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
Man.
The FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the these broke.
Legend, Mr. Fat Joe.
You know, thank you. I resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing, so he said, "Yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host." I said, "You know what, my brother, you could be the host next year."
You passed the torch officially?
Yeah. The 2 Chainz. I mean, BET don't know that.
What is this Fat Joe stuff about? I don't know everything about it.
There's something new.
Did he say something racist?
No.
Well, here's the thing: you got the FBA community.
What is the FBA? You have to say what that is.
Foundational Black. I always forget what the A stands for. Put it in the comments.
Association
or something like that.
Hey, find out what FBA stands for, Nayo.
Foundational Black America.
Foundational Black America. I've been looking online. I seen Fat Joe had something to say where people in the FBA are against what he said.
Yeah,
I don't know what he said.
I don't either.
So basically, this is like, to sum it up, the FBA, they do righteous work though. So basically, us being black people that were from here, we are the most stolen from culture in the world. People steal everything we do, the way we dress, our music, just countless things that we fought for, from rights to whatever we've contributed has been taken, and people don't like to give us credit. So the FBA, they just basically stand on business. Anything that anybody tries to steal, like in a culture vulture type of way, they be online and they smash and they check people. And Tariq Nasheed is one of the top speakers of the FBA. As far as he fights for us. So it's a just thing that they do. But Fat Joe being from Brooklyn and being a rapper, a lot of black people or people of African descent who don't necessarily identify as being who aren't FBA, Foundational Black People from America, they basically smash on the fact that, hey, you Jamaican or you're Puerto Rican, but you're not one of us because you don't accept us as one of you. So the things that we have started and the things that we have captained, you need to fall in line and pay respect where respect's due. And what happened with Fat Joe was the rap thing. So Fat Joe was saying that Puerto Ricans started hip hop. And right, and
I had to laugh at that.
And then also Busta Rhymes was saying Jamaicans started hip hop because of Kool Herc being the first DJ. Yeah. So that's not a correct statement. That's an incorrect statement. Hip hop was started a long time ago by foundational black people during the bebop movement in the 30s. There's been elements of hip hop that existed far before hip hop, but what happened in the early 70s is when hip hop became a culture. And so that's the argument, because hip hop is counterculture. It basically was started because we weren't given an opportunity in mainstream music. So the FBA has been smashing on Fat Joe and anybody that is trying to take credit for something that was started by us, people who were descendants of slaves or whatever, however you want to say it. So, and one of the people who speak highly, who go hard for it is DeJuan Brown. He's really an advocate of it. He goes hard. He be going in on a lot of people, you know what I mean? But it's a big argument because, you know, when it comes down to it, a lot of black people who aren't foundationally black as far as being from America, they be all for the fight according to the FBA when it comes to taking the resources that we fought for. But when it comes down to it, they separate. And they identify with what they are when it comes down to it. You know what I mean?
Right, so they were basically checking them.
They don't really with us like that.
But you're talking about them. They were checking Fat Joe.
So they were checking Fat Joe. They checked Busta Rhymes. They checked a lot of people. I'm talking about like going.
Well, I know everybody.
Kraigfacts in the building. I would take that explanation, but I'm going to just add on, guys. What really started this from the get-go, from the onset, is we was talking about reparations at first, right? Wasn't pinpointing anybody, wasn't singling out anybody. And then Tariq Nasheed was holding Twitter spaces. They was talking about immigration, not black immigrants, immigration in general. Follow me. So there was a lot of people from the diaspora started coming into his spaces talking about we was hating and we baby mamas, we uneducated, we don't have no degrees, we drug pushers, so forth and so on, guys. Everybody kind of start looking around like, these people here acting like the opposition. People from Somalia, Nigeria, Ethiopia, the Haitians, different places in the diaspora. So we like, who are these people? A close examination, you start looking around, and a lot of people in politics are from these places. That's why they have this disdain, this ill will towards you. Oh, so this makes sense now, Kamala Harris. This makes sense now, Barack Obama, Kenya. Oh, this makes sense now, Candace Owens. And I can go on, but you get the gist of the matter. So we start looking around, and every time it's positive. Anything positive, they will contribute that to, oh, I'm Ethiopian. I'm the first Jamaican to have a degree in my family. I'm the first one from Nigeria to have a doctor's degree in my family. So, okay, and that's fine. Nobody is against that. But if somebody go commit a crime, oh, I'm black, those days are far gone. That's in the past. That's water under the bridge. We're not doing that any longer. We're not doing that any longer, guys. If you gonna be Jamaican or Haitian or Ghanaian or wherever you're from, it doesn't matter where you're from. To be honest with you, we're not against you being from where you say you're from. But you're not going to claim blackness when it's convenient, is what we're saying. Either you going to be down the whole time or just get up and move to the side. That's all that we're saying. Nothing else, nothing more. We don't want you speaking for us. That's what we're saying. We don't want you as our representative because we understand that you have a split tongue at the end. You tell truth and lies. Huh? You have a dual allegiance. Huh? You're not aligned with us when it really comes down to the pavement. That's what we're saying. All right? So, Fat Joe opened up his mouth and he put his foot in it. His crooked leg. Let me stop. But he put his foot in his mouth. Okay? But we gonna get to him in just a minute. Let's listen to that Corey Holcomb. Shout out to Kraigfacts.
Uses black for what they can get out of it.
Facts.
Black people, since the beginning of the world, they use us for what they can get from us.
Right.
But they act like we're nothing.
Right.
I know that. I'm talking about even like what is Busta Rhymes? Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, they're black when it works.
Yeah.
Right.
But they act like they're more. Not all. Some people know who they are and where they come from.
Right.
But the black people who were taken over there to Spain and turned into what they got turned into.
Right.
I mean, do you know what I mean when I say that?
No.
All the slave ships didn't come to America.
Yeah, they went in. Right.
Let me pinpoint something that Corey just said. He said the black people that got turned into what they got turned into. What Corey's saying, they was black people that was colonized by the Spanish, guys. And you have some Negroes, listen to what I'm about to say, and you have some Negroes out there that would claim Spanish. I'm Spanish. I ain't black. That's a language, idiot. If you didn't know. That's a language. That's about like saying I'm an Englishman because I speak English. Let me say that again because some of y'all kind of I speak English. Do I look like an Englishman to you? Okay then. I'm still a Negro. I'm a black man at the end of the day. What do I classify it as? Black Negroid. Spanish is not a race. But some of y'all have Stockholm syndrome. You are in love with your captor, the person that got you down on your knees begging and grappling and got your genoflex the minute bend the knee. Some of y'all are in love with your oppressor.
They went everywhere.
Like, I don't know who Fat Joe thinks he is, but do you know where your roots come from? Where everybody's roots come from?
See, Fat Joe.
Africa.
Yeah. Fat Joe is different.
Do you know that?
Yeah. He knows that. He knows that. But at the end of the day, you know, it goes down to Dr. Claude Anderson's definition of racism. His definition of racism is the competition for wealth and resources between groups of people. Mm-hmm. So even though Fat Joe may be wrong on some of his stances, I don't know completely, what the other people are doing is they're on code with their community. And that's what the FBA is trying to establish in our community is that, nigga, we need to be on code. You know what I mean? Like when it's time for them to form like Voltron and click up and be like, we are whatever we are, whether it's Jamaican, Puerto Rico, wherever they from, they do it.
Right.
We don't do it. So, and we're allowing them to come in and take resources according to that community. We're allowing them to come in and take resources when we need to put our flag in the dirt and fight. Like, nah, nigga. This, you know what I mean? Nah, bro. It's like a nigga stealing your comedy style. It's like a Jamaican nigga talking about side bitches and abortion.
Well, that's what they all do. I get stolen from all the time. I just keep coming up with most.
Yeah.
Now everybody talk about broke bitch.
Yeah. But if they say, Fat, look, I don't know everything about it, y'all, so don't hold me to everything I'm saying. But
well, this is what I'm saying. When I meet you, that's when I really get an idea of who you are.
Facts.
When we did Wildin' Out,
listen at this.
One day Fat Joe was a guest.
Listen.
And Fat Joe said, anybody say something about me, I'm going to bust you in the head with a baseball bat.
You lie.
Nigga, I'm motherfucking a man.
Yeah.
I ain't finna lie on no motherfucker. This is what the man said. And I felt kind of weird when he said that.
Of course.
Because I'm like, he probably not playing.
no, he's not playing.
But why come on that show?
No. Go ahead, D.
But why come on that kind of show to say something like that?
Right.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
you on the wrong show, homie. Then come on. You're supposed to be like, come on with it. Come on.
Here with mob
You know
action?
Roast me. Let's go.
Because that's all it is mob action.
Yeah, that's
Because ain't no one motherfucker running the world. What it is, some motherfuckers got a mob. And they used a mob to be some of who is an enforcer or whatever. So what I'm saying is, when I heard about this, I was like, well, what happened now? Because I don't know what happened. But what I'm saying is this. about how everybody on black people. Because I know we the most hated. We the most hated. It ain't no doubt from my 55 years on this planet. It was a bitch who was talking about me on Monkey K show. This bitch was bragging, saying, I'm Filipino, I'm this. Everybody hate being black, right, but they use black to get what they can get out of it. Right. That's one.
He touching on a lot of points and he dropping a lot of jewels, guys. Do not let it be lost on you now, okay? Because he's saying a lot. And let's unpack a few things. Yes, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. Everybody want to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga. See what it is, family. And this is the God on the truth. You can believe me or leave it alone. Black people in this country, I'm talking about the FBAs, the foundation of Black Americas, the people that descended from chattel slavery. There was some indigenous Black people here as well. Okay, so we talking about them as a collective, all right? But I know this in particular, that these are some of the most talented people on the face of the earth. And that is an empirical fact. You cannot dispute this. This is 2025, guys. You're going to get a different drum in 2025, all right? You cannot dispute this. You can kick up dust and do all that, but when the dust settle, the FBA is still going to remain. You understand me? These people are not on a talent with music and movement and dancing. No. That's just a small percentage. These people are thought leaders, but your thought leaders are literally, listen at me, are absorbed by the corporations. That's why you're not allowed to have anything. They always push down on you and press you and do all this stuff. The only thing that you can do is be a very intelligent, smart individual and just go work for the giant corporations, Google, Microsoft, etc. But if you notice, every time, listen, every time you was left alone to your own devices, what happened? Growth. Either that's a lie, and I will be a liar if that's a lie. Every time they left you alone, and this history have bore this out. You can go to Raleigh, you can go to Durham, you can go to places in Georgia, you go to places in South Carolina, all the way out to California. When they was left alone, when Black FBAs were left alone, the towns sprung up. I'm talking about wealthy towns. Tulsa was not the only one. Tulsa was the most famous place. Okay? When they was left alone, they prospered. Huh? Somebody put it in the comment section. Call me a liar. Because history bores out everything that I'm saying. These people don't want to take the IV out of us because we are the lifeline. We are the secret sauce to everything. And we can go biblical too if you want to. I can take you back forward or backwards. It don't make no difference. You was in Egypt. That's why I don't claim to be no Egyptian. Who built them pyramids? The Hebrew slaves, Hebrew Negroes. And I can keep digging, but niggas want to claim Egyptians. Egyptians didn't build no pyramids. Them slaves did. And who was the slaves? The same people here in America. The Bible says, and I'm not going to go too deep, but let me just titillate your brain for just a second. The Bible says, wherever these set of people go, they build nations. That's what the book says, not me. They did it here in America. They did it in Egypt. They did it in Babylon. They did it in Assyria. The same people. We are talking about a collective, a group of individuals, people. That's God's people. That God hands is on. But some of us want to kick and want to worship other gods and all that. But we're not going to get into all that, okay? But I'm just giving you the foundation. The same people that built this country, it's the same people that built the other nations. And the book also say you will identify these people by their troubles. No one will help them. Everybody will be against them. Who do that sound like? It definitely don't sound like the people sitting over there up in the Holy Land right now, because they getting help from America. Now, who do everybody try to punch down on? Who? Even other black folks. Who? That's why all skin folks ain't kin folks, family. That's why all skin folks ain't kin folks. That's why I don't look at people like, oh, they black just like me. Yeah, they black just like me, but they have a knife in their hand waiting on you. They always come after you. They always come after you. And then they'll get to a point where they try to bite the hand that feed them, just like Candace Owens did. And then they'll show her where the power's at. They'll battle down, cancel her, fire her, do all of that. Do y'all jigaboos and coons think that these people trust y'all? If you were turning on people that look like you, something must be wrong with y'all. Apparently that they are some type of instability in the membrane going on, because common sense tell me if he or she are turn on the people that look like him, because I know all people in that group ain't bad, so why not link up and click up with the good ones? Instead, what they do, they always talk about the Sukihanas and how ghetto those. That's a small percentage, huh? Everybody ain't sexy red. We don't want to give them reparations because all that they're going to do is just spend it. Don't worry about what you, I don't care if they go get 10 pounds of fentanyl with it. It don't matter. It's theirs. It don't matter what they do with it. It don't matter. Did you hear me? It don't matter what they do with it. I don't care. They smoke rocks, buy Jordans, buy Cadillac trucks. Do what you want to do. But that's not the problem. The problem is they know that some of us are going to put our money to good use. So that's going to take away from them. That's the reason why they don't want to give it to you guys. But let's go.
One thing I know. So I want to say to my people, when you see people talking shit about black people, trust me, don't it's an insecurity because they not black people. Black people are the people everybody try to be alike. Go to Iceland. You will see Icelandic citizens acting like us. We are the culture. We are everything, but we are in direct war with the government. Right. The government refuses to let us raise up in any way. They not worried about them other people. Them other people don't want nothing but rights to be able to do sucker shit. Black people, the people they went and captured and made build this country for free, we are public enemy number one. Because if we realize who we are on a united front, we can't be stopped. Yeah. That's what they know. So they will always have us bickering. They will always have our women taking pictures with filters on the internet and starting to believe that's really them.
Facts.
We in a bad spot. So when you see people talk crazy about us, I guarantee you, man, it's insecurity.
100%.
It's insecurity, man. Don't fall for it. I ain't got time for it, to be quite honest. I mean, like, yo, I'm just saying, here we are, all out here trying to survive. But black people got it worse than any other group
Facts.
to ever set foot in America. Nobody has it worse than us.
Shout out to Corey Holcomb in the 5150 family. Guys, I agree with everything he said. Hands down, 10 toes down, standing on it, standing on business. But guys, nobody has it worse. But it's okay, because we the flyest ones. Everybody want to be like us. We all know that. We can see it. But it's going to come a day, guys, where everything is going to come to a head. And some things going to have to transpire, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right. But guys, tell me what y'all think about this video. I want to give a couple shout outs. First and foremost, shout out to Corey Holcomb. Shout out to Kraigfacts. Shout out to them guys. Shout out to Marlo Walton, the author of this book, guys. Y'all need to go check him out. Go check Marlo out. He's a solid brother. I see the work that they putting in Mississippi. Them brothers down there is doing the work. You hear me, don't you? I say they doing the work. I got video footage. I got photos. I got all that. They putting in the work in the community, guys. Salute to those fellas. Shout out to Wisconsin, Lonnie, 4143 in the chat. That dude is a trip. The Caveman Chronicles. Oh, Lonnie, I'll be watching. I might not say nothing, but I'll be watching. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to Jason Black. Shout out to Professor Black Truth. Shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson. Shout out to Marcel Dixon. Shout out to Black Alpha Network. Shout out to Afro Elite, Vicky Dillon, and a whole plethora of others, guys. But salute to those brothers and sisters. Guys, tell me what y'all think. Put it in the comment section. Until next time. And remember, there is more.